score. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Can't hang on. He muffs it. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here.
Defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Ready? Line 14. Hey, move. Ready to go.
Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Motion from the wideout.
Ready, go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, look, Mal, one hand.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Making side adjustments here. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Could be an alley. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up for 49.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. First down, right back to Brown. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. A give to Brown. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Cardinals! This crowd absolutely rioting as he rolls into the end zone.
I love the aggressive nature of the play call there. The opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just take the field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, man. It's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. They'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Pulls and fires complete. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut.
That's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, giving a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Louisville has it back in the offense coming out ready to attack. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Break. So let's all. Down, ready. 180. 180.
Let's go, defense.
Go, go.
Hand off, Isaac Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now on second down.
Ready. 180. Go, go.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
The way to the back. It's Brown. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Offense is going draw. The back tries to bounce it to the outside, but look at all the defenders on that play, how they were able to shed their blocks and run. They were able to get hats to the football and force a tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Quarterback making adjustments. Keep it on the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost passed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out.
There's a little room there. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side, and that one did not work. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on third and goal. Big guy smells it. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Man, what great concentration by the big fella. And you see he pulls it in. What a spectacular one-handed grab.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a two-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on fourth down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going with the ground game left.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. On the move. Gets away from one, finds room. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
22. There you go.
To the air on second down. Looking for the score. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. It just didn't happen there.
Let's see what they dial up on third and long from the 22. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense is expecting pass on that. Third and long, they got a perfect coverage. Great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air. Coming away with a massive interception.
This lead in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Brown. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off.
Let it go.
Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. Maybe a crease. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And we begin with a look at Miami University taking on the UTSA Roadrunners.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
And it's the Red Hawks looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early. Always got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Takes an easy one to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Home zone number. Got a little press. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch, because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Forced out of the pocket. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a ton of momentum with that interception.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you what, man, they were in the half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Let it go. One more time, it's Brown. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Got his hand on the right. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Might have a chance. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he's slipped through the ground and he'll pass it. Touchdown, Louisville! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team. Right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They had the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Makes it past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, SMU. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hughes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Brown again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. Hand off for Brown. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Brown has it. Finding some room. And the alert of the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Cardinals. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier opportunity in the second one of the defense. And at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And his throw is incomplete.
And it's just been a bad kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
To the air, it's Jennings. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they're just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looks as if he's going to run it. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on 4th down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet. It's a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark. They just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Paul? That's an expert analysis. They got to do better.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
One more time, it's Brown. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. It's really not hard to find the difference between this game and the loss last week. Turned it over 3 times a week ago. None today.
And just a great response. Last week, you know, you're probably the reason you lost, and you didn't take care of the football. But now you step out here, you show your team you can bounce back, you can lead, take care of the football, and lead this team to victory.
Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
22, 22, go!
Brown again. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Now we'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. They'll go with Brown. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll run with Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Louisville! That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room and none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for 1 and 2nd and 9. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. And they got to find something moving forward. And this was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to run for it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Defense dropping into soft coverage. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got to look for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nice grab in traffic. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got enough for the first. There's some room. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he makes the extra point.